Come in. Okay, guys. So we have 4 types. Don't forget them, please. Now we took a lot of examples before, but why we are revising the 1-step and 2-step equations before we start our new lessons? Why? Because it's important. Because what? It's important. Yalla, let's do examples about each type of them. Each type of them. Now, as we said, number 1, we have addition equations, right? Yeah, example. What the question here? The question is solve the following equation. And what I mean by saying solve the following equation, the word solve, what's this mean? To find the value of the variable. What's the variable? Any English letter, the missing number, the unknown value. Where we find it? In the equation. So, yeah. And we said that we have something, we call it algebraic expression, remember? So here when I say, for example, y, 3y, this we call it what? Algebraic expression. Y alone is a variable, right? So the variable here, y, this is variable. And what we call the 3 coefficient of y, and I think we have question about it. We had a question about it in the final exam. Now, the y is the variable. The 3 we call it coefficient, right? Coefficient of mean of y. So when I say what's the coefficient of x, you will search about the number which is multiplied by x, right? So here 3y means the 3 multiply y. Now this 3y, we call it algebraic expression. So together we call it algebraic expression. Y alone we call it variable. 3 we call it coefficient of y, right? When I say 3y equals 9. Now this together, what we call it? Equation. Got it? Come in. Come in. Can you just go back a little? Go back, go back, go back, go back. Squeeze. Go back here. Now, again, don't mess with these concepts. Don't be confused. Y alone, we call it variable. 3 alone, we call it coefficient. 3y together, we call it algebraic expression. If I have equal and the number on any other thing there, 3y equal 9, all together we call it equation. So what's the variable here? The variable is y. When I say solve the following equation means I need to find the value of this variable y, right? So the first type is addition equation like x plus 3.9 equal 12.7, for example. This what we call it addition equation. It has add only. How we did it? We said we shift, we make shifting, right? Now, where is the variable here? X. And what we call 3.9 connected number. Now, if we have a plus or minus, we do shifting to the other side. Remember? Shifting. And if we shift always, we change what? The sign of the number. So here the connected number is a 3.9. When we shift it there, it will be what? Negative 3.9. Got it? Don't forget to change the sign. So here x equal 12.7 ملهاش دخل صح؟ مكانها جالسة مكانها. I will shift mean the 3.9 to the other side here. It's a plus here, it will be what? Minus a 3.9. Right? And we do normal subtraction. A 12.7 minus a 3.9, we do normal subtraction. صح؟ Minus عادي. 7 minus 9, 2, right? No, cannot be. 2, this one. تعرفوش هاي القصة؟ صح؟ 17 minus 9, how much? 8. The decimal comes down. 1 minus 3, it cannot. 11 minus 3 is 8.8. Is how much? 8.8. Now, what we call x equals 8.8, we call it, yes, Mister. Go there, let them bring for you a chair and a chair. Now, what we call x equals 8.8 equation? No, this is all together we call it equation. X equal 8.8, what we call it? The value of the variable, what we call it in math? The solution of the equation. We call it what? Now, what's the meaning of the solution of the equation? What's the meaning of the answer of the equation? What's the meaning of the value of the equation? What this did? So what's this mean?
That x equal
Makes the equation true. Makes what? Yani if I ask you, what is the number that if you add to it 3.9, the answer will be 12.7, which is x there, it will be what? 8.8. Means if you replace this x by this number, 8.8 plus 3.9, the answer should be mean. But do we have other number that if you add 3.9, the answer is 12.7? No. So this is a unique solution. The meaning of unique solution. No other solutions. Only this. Got it? So the solution of the equation should make the equation what? Correct. True. Yani if you got 8.8 plus 3.9 here, and the answer is not 12.7, mean this answer is what? Not correct, incorrect, or incorrect, right? فهمنا شو يعني solution of the equation? This is about the type of addition equation. Now let's take the other type, which is subtraction equation. Subtraction equation. Yeah, number 2, the subtraction equation. We said if we have subtraction equation, we do what in the previous part? We do addition, right? So here, for example, y minus 11 equals 13. This we call it one-step subtraction equation. Again, why you call it one step? Because after one step, we are done. Later on, why we will call it two-step? Because we need to do 2 steps to find the solution. That's all. Now here, as we said before, where is the variable here? Y, right? What's the connected number? Negative 11, not 11. It is what here? Not 11. Take the sign with it. Got it? So the connected number negative 11, I need to get rid. شو يعني get rid? أخلص من, right? أتخلص من. I need to get rid of this connected number by multiplying or dividing or shifting. By shifting. I'll shift it to the other side. It will be what? Here negative. On the other side, it will be positive. So here, y equal 13. ملاش دخل. Shift the negative 11 here. It will be plus 11. So y will be 24. Now the solution of the equation is y equal 24. Now how we check our answer? This is 24 should make the equation correct, right? Yalla, replace y by 24. Now check منطق. 24 minus 11 is 13. So this is done. Okay? Okay, guys. Fine. Now, the third type, the what? Third type, which is multiplying equation. Multiplication equations. Now, in the addition and subtraction, we are done with the multiplication equation. Sorry, with the addition and subtraction with connected number, right? Here we have multiplication equation, means if we have multiply, you will do what? Divide. Divide by what? By the coefficient of the variable. And what's the coefficient of the variable? Is the number which is multiplied by the variable, right? For example, solve 24 negative equal negative 8m. Now focus here. What's the variable? M. Do we have connected number or coefficient? Here we have coefficient. Why? Because the negative 8 is multiplied by the variable, not added or subtracted with, right? So here, where is the coefficient of the variable? Negative 8. If you have multiplication equation, you do division by the coefficient of the variable in both. Don't forget that. So here, rewrite the equation. Negative 24 equal negative 8m. Okay, and divide both sides by the coefficient. Okay, both sides, don't forget. Now, after you divide, just cross. Negative 8 divided by negative 8 is negative 8 divided by negative 8 here is what? 1. 1 multiply m. So here is what? M equal, right? Here, negative 24 divided by negative 8 is positive 3. Don't forget. So because we have similar signs, remember? So M equal what? 3. M equal 3. Come here and put M3 to check. Negative 8 multiplied positive 3 is done. Stop. This is the third type. Let's take the fourth type. The fourth type, which is division equation. Equation, we have coefficient, right? In division equation, we have the variable with divisor under, right? A variable is divisible or dividable by a number. Like, for example, t over minus 5 equals minus 13. Means here I'm asking you about a number. If you divide it by negative 5, the answer should be what? Negative 13, right? Stop. Here, what we call the negative 5, we call it the divisor of the variable, right? Here, what we call the negative 8, the coefficient of the variable, right? Here, the divisor of the variable. By what? By the divisor of the variable in both sides. So I will rewrite the equation, okay? T over negative 5 equals negative 13, and I will multiply both sides by the divisor, which is negative 5. So here I will do here by negative 5 and here by negative 5, right? multiply equal comes down. Now negative 24 divided by 2, negative 12. So m is. Now let's check our answer mentally. Now 7 plus 2 multiply negative 12. We do multiply then add. Check order of operations. Now 2 multiply negative 12, negative 24 plus 7 negative. Then about this example, solve the following equations. For example, minus 3 multiplied t plus 7 equals minus 10. Okay, get rid of them. Now, negative. Now, what is negative 3? it is not a 3. شايفها هي negative؟ ممتاز. Negative 3. This is the coefficient. If you have multiply, what you do? Divide both sides by the coefficient. So I will divide both sides by the coefficient. So t here equal 11 over negative 3. Divide it. Well,